Welcome back to We Lead Anyway. I'm Noelle, Senior Leader, Career Coach, and host of weekly podcast, We Lead Anyway. Today, we're getting away from our usual format because I want to talk about something I experienced in a recent company kickoff. I want to talk about why I've decided it's the reason I will never become VP. The week was incredible. I was so present and happy to be there. I didn't even care that I didn't sleep. I didn't take pictures. I was just in it. My team showed up well, as always. I had 2 days of slides and facilitation, and all of that was wonderful. I showed up, I contributed, I connected. And then I stood in front of the entire company and absolutely fumbled a presentation. Not a career-ending explosion. Just one of those moments where your brain suddenly decides, "Psst, hey, this would be a great time to panic. Are you ready?" And here's the part I want to talk about. Listen, everyone flubs a speech or whatever. I was reciting data, so it's nothing earth-shattering. But instead of celebrating everything that went right, my brain latched on to that one moment like it was the moment my entire career was hedging on. I have replayed it. I have rewritten it. I have interrogated it like it owed me money. And the question that keeps looping is, does this mean I'm not ready for the next step? But if I got nervous in front of everyone, does that cancel out all other proof? And when I say proof, listen, I mean, my team won an award for outstanding performance. I was approached by someone I've never worked with directly, and she found me to say she heard that I was creating a positive culture in my department and heard only good things. I had an indirect report say, "Noelle, you're making a difference in my day-to-day," and thanked me for my leadership. I even got a ton of compliments about the presentation, like a lot. And when I mentioned, well, I flubbed, they said, "Oh, no, I didn't notice. It was cool to hear everything your department is doing." I had someone come up to me and tell me they loved my icebreaker, that it was the best one they heard because it really tied into the values that made them think and become more engaged for the day. An icebreaker. I had success. Here's the truth I had to sit with. It's not about public speaking. This is about how fast we discount ourselves. We don't struggle with confidence because we lack ability. We struggle because we selectively remember our worst 90 seconds and ignore our strongest 5 years. That one moment did not define me. It revealed that I'm human in a high visibility role, yes. But leadership isn't about never messing up. I've seen higher ups miss things on slides, misspell something, or say, wait, I need my notes. I mean, I didn't judge them for that. I laugh along, and then I listen to the message. Leadership is not about letting one imperfect moment rewrite your entire story. But imposter syndrome is sneaky like that. It doesn't scream. It just whispers. And it sounds like logic. And it says, see, you slipped. Maybe you're not ready. So I need my own mindset shift. So let's shift. If you never get nervous, you are probably not stretching. If you never fumble, you are probably playing small. And if one moment can make you question everything, it means the stakes actually matter to you. So no, that presentation didn't disqualify me. It reminded me that growth is visible and visibility is uncomfortable, and I can lead anyway. If you're stuck replaying one moment, one sentence, one meeting, ask yourself this: would I judge anyone else the way I'm judging myself right now? And if the answer is no, release it. And look, if the answer is yes, you may be an a-hole. That's okay too. But we do not earn our next level by being perfect. We earn it by staying in the room, even after our voice shakes. Even after we forget the phrase phased approach. And I want to add one more thing, because this part matters. If you're sitting thinking, okay, my leader saw me mess up, they probably think I'm not ready now. If you have a good leader, give them more credit than that. Strong leaders don't reduce somebody's entire body of work to one imperfect moment. They zoom out. They look at patterns. They look at impact. They look at everything that you've done consistently well. A flawed presentation, or two even, does not erase your contributions. It does not invalidate your leadership. And a good leader will want to understand. They may even chalk it up to nerves or a bad day. They might ask, hey, what can I do to support you next time? Let me offer some coaching or practice tools. But they're not going to punish you by quietly deciding your fate. Now, if your leader does judge you and your readiness based on one moment, if they weaponize a mistake, or if they stop advocating for you because your voice shook, well, that's a different conversation. And yes, that is absolutely another podcast. But here's the truth I want you to walk away with. You don't need to be flawless to be trusted. And you don't need to be perfect to be promoted. And you do not need one clean performance to prove that you belong. Because leadership, especially people leadership, and those relationships are built over time. And readiness is demonstrated in patterns. And growth require moments that feel uncomfortable and exposed. So if you had a moment and your brain is trying to turn it into a verdict, into a life sentence, release it. Stay in the room. Learn from it. Ask support if you need it. But lead anyway. Because leaders who last are not the ones who never screw up. They are the ones who refuse to let one moment shrink them. And I refuse to shrink. That's today's episode. Thanks for joining. Oh, and if you're listening to my podcast on Buzzsprout and you send me fan mail, I can't respond. So to whoever asked a question a couple of weeks ago, I was not ignoring you. You can listen on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And if you want to reach me, or if you have a topic you want me to discuss, please email me at noelleleadsanyway@gmail.com. And if you're interested in coaching or want to chat about your career or personal development, visit leadwithnoelle.com. Until next time, go take up space.